Wait. We're going to have to stop this intro. We're going to have to totally stop this intro. We have something new. We're going to have to do something new. Let me stop it. Stop the intro. This intro. We're going to have to totally stop this intro. We have something new. We're going to have to do something new. Let me stop it. Stop the intro. 3D Movie Man, if you've been a fan of the show, if you listen to any of the previous Zombie Popcorn radios, then you know who 3D Movie Man is. Well, 3D Movie Man has graced us with a video, a new Zombie Popcorn radio video in 3D, if you will. So let's start this over and start the show off right here. If you're in the chat room, you can actually watch it. If you're just listening to it on the podcast, it's going to sound exactly the same, but you can head over to YouTube once we rebroadcast this and check out the new intro 3D Movie Man did for us. Here it is. Put on your 3D glasses. Oh, you know what?
Here's where to kill him. If you don't, get yourself a club or a torch. Beat him or burn him. Hey, go up.
Well, Chief McClellan, how long do you think it will take you until you get the situation?
Well, that's pretty much. You don't know how many of them there are. You know, when you find them, you kill them.
Are they slow moving too?
Yeah, they're dead. They're homeless.
Zombie Popcorn Radio in 3D. That's the new intro for 3D Movie Man. So go check it out once we get the rebroadcast up. If you missed it in the chat room, welcome to Zombie Popcorn Radio. It is July 17th, 2010. This is show number 36. Paul is not with us at the moment. He will be roughly 10 minutes late, but we do have on the line an old
back.
the old co-host Josh, and he's brought a friend along with him on his end. There's his burp. His friend is Craig. I guess there he is, off in the distance there. So what is up, Josh? Where have you been?
I've been working my ass off because Florida is a working your ass off kind of town.
How hot is it down there?
Pretty damn hot.
I'm not a fan of Florida.
It's almost unbearable.
Why do you stay down there? That's the question.
Why not?
Oh, there's somebody walking in. Paul has just entered the studio. He is here now. What's that?
I love having my every step narrated.
He is now walking into the... He's approaching.
Stop the show and wait for Paul.
All right, hurry up, Paul. Yeah, you just
one wistful eye.
You just missed the 3D intro that 3D Movie Man did for us.
Really? You got it now?
Yep, we got it now.
Cool.
Let's give you a mic check real quick, since you just been talking to that.
Check 1 2.
No, not good. Oh wait, 'cause I have you on. Try that again.
Check 1 2 1 2.
How does he sound out there, world? Pretty low. But we'll get you up on the volume. All right, that should do you some good.
Son of a bitch, what I do? Keep going.
All right, Paul's here now. So what we just did, we kicked off the new video that 3D Movie Man did for us. For it, there's 3D Movie Man in the chat room. So if everybody wants to go give props to him, head over to radio.zombiepopcorn.com.
Maybe not. Never mind.
What, you don't? Oh, that's way short.
Don't worry about it.
You want to get
No,
close?
I'll go without headphones.
All right. So
It's too freaking hot to wear the giant ones.
3D Movie Man says you sound good.
Thank you.
You look good too.
Ooh, Josh is with us.
Oh, what's going on?
He can't hear you.
Now I need to wear the headphones.
Now
All
you
right,
gotta-
give me the giant headphones.
He was trying to get out of it, but
What's going on, Josh?
Not a whole lot. You thought I was gone forever, didn't you?
I did. We had the celebratory party last night, but whatever. We'll just change.
I was
it.
like, yes,
Yeah.
I'm the number one co-host now.
That's right. That's right.
I moved my mic spot up to number 2.
That's right. I'm tired of all this fucking hippie love acoustic guitar crap.
Yeah, aren't we all though?
At least everyone in this room.
No.
All right.
No, we also.
Hey guys, I'm going home.
I know. It's like, oh, let's fuck Josh over.
Josh also has a guest with him on his end.
Oh, that's cool.
His name is Craig. So
He's a fellow acoustic guitar player.
so
hello,
we're doomed.
Dum dum dum. Now the
Don't give us any shit.
Settled.
We'll just start doing freaking dueling guitars on.
I have a mute button, motherfucker.
That's right. They're gonna break into some Neil Young, and we won't be able to stop them.
See, Jason and Paul are really, really into techno music.
No. No.
Yes.
No.
No, I'm sorry. Ambient music.
No, that's Paul.
That's just me. I'm all
Yeah.
alone on that one.
Yeah.
Except
Jason
for
actually is.
Jan
Jason
likes it.
likes all kinds.
Jan pretends to like it because she has to.
Like what?
ambient music.
I like ambient.
But if it's not ambient music, Paul's like, it sucks.
No, that's not true. Paul also plays in a Filipino goth rock band. Can I have a sip of-
Which you can listen to that interview on Zombie Popcorn.
And by
Radio.
the way, Doy is now in San Francisco.
Is he really?
Yeah.
What's he doing there?
Living with the other side of the family.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. So he's no longer a Filipino goth band.
No, he is. I think it's part of the rules of the Philippines. You can't be like X many miles away from family.
You really?
Or clan, as he likes to refer to them sometimes.
Awesome. And then Josh is with us again. So
I
I
know you
think-
missed it.
yeah, but he did 3D Movie Man did a video for us, the Zombie Popcorn Radio 3D, and it's awesome. It has your music. He gives you credit. He goes music by Paul Gasper.
Oh, the stuff for the theme. Okay, I was like, when did I
What?
write that?
No, it looks good. So I'll show it to you
That's
since you
cool.
missed it later. But it's awesome. Yay! Thank you, 3D Movie Man. So
3D Movie Man is our like only.
no, it's not our only. We have Jen.
If there's one guy who's heard probably every episode of Zombie Popcorn.
No, he's actually sat through the worst episodes.
You know what though?
The New Barbarians.
I definitely want him to have the name of Freaky. Not somebody named Mike or Jerry or something. 3D Movie Man's a cool name.
Oh, whoever's talking, I don't know what they're saying, but
You can use the line. I'm just saying, you got one fan and he's cool as hell.
yeah, I don't know what he's saying. But I went over to Paul last night. And we finally watched. He's seen it before, but I finally watched Wolfman, and it was all right. Paul just
That's
not,
it.
huh?
That's it. It was just all right.
It was all right. Yeah,
It looks really good. It's not a bad movie,
it's not a bad movie,
It's
but
not a
it's not a
great
great
movie.
movie either. So
but it's a good movie.
I mean, I would watch it again.
I like Anthony Hopkins in it though.
He's going to be in the new Thor.
Really,
That looks so bad.
I haven't even heard anything about this.
I haven't heard any kind of a storyline or anything. I've just seen the
Have you
3
seen
pictures that
the-
they have
yeah.
up already,
Oh
and it
my
looks
God.
so cheesy.
It's what, Thor? Is that what you said?
Yeah,
It's like, I guess the
comic?
comic.
yeah. That's going to be in 3D. But you know,
Everything's in 3D now.
not everything.
I'm sorry,
The
no,
Last
everything's in
Airbender.
Not the
3D.
Last Airbender.
Conversion.
Not the last Airbender, but they did announce that they're going to re-release Ratatouille in 3D. They're doing a conversion on that.
See, that's just
Stupid.
a little late. Yeah.
So the last Airbender was good, but the 3D just
The
sucked
movie,
ass?
the 3D sucked. It was. I mean, it can't even say the 3D sucked because there was no 3D.
Yeah, it was pretty flat.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Are you sure you two didn't just go into the 2D version and put your 3D glasses on?
Oh, I'm sure.
No, we did that too. Just to be
We did try and sneak into Toy Story 3
so we could see the
to check their 3D out, but it was still the previews.
Yeah,
So we didn't get a chance.
bastards.
We were
I
really
saw
upset.
Predators. Did anybody see Predators yet?
No,
No.
was it any good?
I enjoyed the hell out of it.
Really?
Yeah.
What was it good about it?
I don't know. It wasn't. It's almost like they just tried to revamp it. Like instead of the fact that there's been 4 sequels, they just kind of went off the original one.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It was. I mean, it wasn't the best movie in the world, but I enjoyed it.
Entertaining.
It wasn't all kinds of stupid mass destruction like the Alien versus Predator movies.
Yeah. Speaking of aliens, Fox just put out the word that they're putting the entire Alien franchise in a box set, Blu-ray box set. The date's not released yet, but the details to each of the discs, the special features and all that, look amazing. That's what those pages are. It's all the special features.
Oh, that's cool. We've got the first 3 on a box set.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if we have the 4th one, do we? I don't think we do. Which is weird because I think the 4th one is my favorite.
You really?
Yeah. That's usually not everybody's favorite.
Yeah.
Number 2 is usually everybody's favorite.
I like. They're all entertaining.
Yeah.
There's some that are better than others.
You
but
like the
still.
3rd because it's just a bunch of dudes on a hot planet.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. All wearing robes and listening to Enigma.
Oh.
Yeah.
We did that once.
Yeah.
Anyway, so speaking of men in robes listening to Enigma, Nicolas Cage is going to be in another sequel movie. They're redoing, or not redoing, they're doing a sequel to Ghost Rider.
No, they're not.
Yes,
Are they really?
and he's already confirmed that he's going to do it.
This time
Total
they're going to make
crap.
me look even more plastic.
I know. They're just
Total crap.
I'm serious. It looks horrible. I mean, I haven't seen anything, but it's Nicolas Cage and it's Ghost Rider. It can't be good.
Yeah. Wow. I'm so
Now,
tired.
Nicolas Cage was really good. Did you guys see Kick-Ass yet?
No.
No, I haven't seen it yet.
That was really fucking good.
I heard it was really good. I heard it was fucking funny as hell.
It was funny as hell, and Nicolas Cage was good in it.
Yeah.
Because like we talked about before, it wasn't a typical role for him, but I mean he played it really well.
Yeah.
And it was funny. I was laughing my ass off. That
3D
was-
Movement says Ghost Rider was almost the worst movie ever.
Almost, yeah. It's pretty close to it.
You saw it?
Yeah, it came on TV one day, and I was like, I'm gonna sit through this, and it was so bad.
Was it?
It's like, I think the only thing I liked about it was the fact that before he went on a motorcycle jump, he had to listen to the Carpenters. Like, I was like, oh, that's funny. I like that. But other than that, the rest of the movie was awful. And someone would speak during it and he'd be like, whoa, 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 you're stepping over Karen. Or whatever her name is from the Carpenters. And after that, there's nothing good about it.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
so
comic
guess
book-
what? We have part 2 coming.
Oh, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be even.
Comic book movies are just so hit or miss.
Well,
There's
I don't
more
know.
bad-
Spider-Man franchise has done well.
What?
The Spider-Man franchise has done well.
Well, they're revamping that now.
Yeah. Oh, what's up with like the Hulk franchise?
It's horrible.
It's
They're doing
It's
it
they're
terrible.
doing another one. They're like, fuck it, we're gonna try for a third. We're going to get it, people.
with a different person.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I didn't. There was an article on Yahoo. My father says Yahoo all the time, and I make
That's a
fun
drink,
of him.
man.
I know. And he also says the Nehru. And
And if you're listening tonight.
Hereditary, I guess. So I was on said web search engine, and there was an article about replacing Edward Norton, who I haven't seen it, but I would have thought that would have been the best guy they could possibly get because he can really act.
Yeah.
He was much better than Eric Bana.
They got is a good actor too.
Do what?
The first guy that played the Hulk is a good actor too, but that movie just sucked.
Yeah, that movie was awful. The first
Well,
one.
because he looks like a fucking cartoon. What is that?
He does.
Yeah.
The story sucked. Bad.
What do we do?
Yeah, I think what they need to do with the film is go the route of the TV series,
Yeah.
because the TV series was amazing.
Yeah, it was really good.
I never watched it.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, it was on, but like my parents would always change it. We're not watching
Well, it was
this.
so sad. So
Yeah.
like he was on his quest and
Yeah.
He's just trying to lay low.
I
I
love that Family Guy where Stewie's like,
Oh, yeah. But it's funny,
look at me,
that
look at me.
scene-
I'm walking backwards. I'm walking backwards. He's got his thumb.
But that scene totally sticks with you. The music.
Yeah, it's
Mr.
good music.
McGee. Mr. McGee. Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Yeah.
And then he's
what
putting the
was-
tire rim on.
What was that guy's name? Was it Lou?
The actor?
Yeah. The actor that played in the TV series. I can't remember it. He was just in a movie not that long ago.
No, he wasn't.
Oh, Lou Ferrigno?
Lou Ferrigno, yeah.
Oh,
he
the one that
was.
played the Hook. I thought you were
Yeah.
talking about Bruce Banner.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. No,
I was with her on that one. I was like,
Yeah,
No.
that
wasn't
guy
in
died
it. Yeah.
years ago of cancer.
no. I'm still in the hall.
Yeah. I can't remember what he was in either, but one of those guy movies.
Yeah.
comedy-
Don't call me the Hawk.
Comedy guy movies.
Like one of those really shitty Adam Sandler movies or something.
Something like that.
Hey, that was
As
a good movie.
opposed to the really good Adam Sandler.
Bill Bixby.
Yeah.
Bill
Thank you.
Bixby.
3D movie man. He does that for us.
He's like a freaking encyclopedia.
He's typing.
Or he's just on Wikipedia.
He's a freaking Wikipedia. But yeah, I think that's what they should do is just go that route. I
Some
think,
people have smartphones. Other people have 3D movie man on top. I
Yes.
sound like the Old Spice guy.
you
Have
love those
seen
commercials.
And I'm not alone. There were like all these extra ones online, like the Old Spice guy talks to Alyssa Milano, and he's like, "Hello, Alyssa Milano." He proposed to some woman for some other guy, and he was like, "It would be my honor to ask your honor to honor you." It was so good. And then another one, I think one with Rose McGowan.
Yeah, because they were.
That it's like, our love would be so intense that it would blow up the universe and burn everything, including your photo albums with pictures of you and your family before the universe had exploded. It's just like, it's so random and weird. But yeah, I guess it's got some cool
You
fun.
just want to be that guy.
That, and I want to be the Dos Equis guy.
Oh yeah,
The most interesting man in the world. Those are my absolute favorite commercials. His beard has experienced more life than a lesser man's entire body.
I don't drink beer that often, but when I do,
That is it's got to be the most clever advertising
Yeah.
for beer. Not drink this beer.
but when I do,
Yeah, I don't. Come on, beer. But when I do, yeah. He's allowed to touch the art at museums. It's just,
you've watched these commercials way too many
dude,
times.
I've been on the YouTube channel for it
Oh,
and
really?
watched like the string of them. He's a lover, not a fighter, but he's also a fighter, so don't get any idea. He can speak Russian and French. And the
You're proud of
footage-
him right now.
Yeah, the footage is so good on these because they do that like 70s kind of,
Yeah,
you know, it
it-
looks like it came from the Grindhouse, and it's all. And he's like always running through Monaco, and there's like a guy with a turban, and you know.
yeah, they are good commercials.
I
But I don't think I've watched
this
them.
whole
We could do
show
it.
to it. I
Let's
could-
see how long you can keep going.
yeah. I know them all. I love it, and you see him like with one, and he's running with a fox in his arms, and there are like these English hunters chasing him. There's another one where you see him on a cliff face, and he's just hanging down, and he's got like this turkey baster, and he's feeding these wild birds that are in this net. And another one that he's coming out of this old like 70s NASA capsule floating in the ocean. It's just,
He's just done everything.
yeah, it's the most random stuff in the world. It's so good. Dos Equis even did like a whole day you could spend with him and
Oh,
like,
really?
win this contest. And
It wouldn't be that exciting.
yeah,
You
I'm
get there and
sure
be
it
like-
would. "Oh shit, you're an actor."
What do you want to do? Oh no,
Just listen to my voice.
you're like, ah.
Yeah, I feel like I should go be a cowboy in Spain when
Go-
I see that guy.
go do it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we lost Josh.
What's holding me back, right? Josh should like it. He's got a beard.
Maybe he doesn't.
Mm.
Josh has left us. Oh wait, he really did lose. We did. He's having computer issues again.
Yeah, sure.
Sure, whatever.
He couldn't handle the intensity of the most
But
interesting man in
well,
the world.
well, since Josh is away, let's talk about a subject that he knows much about. You know the biblical story of Cain?
Yes. And Abel.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
First evil in the world.
Well-
Well, not first evil, first murder.
Well, Will Smith.
Oh, God.
Wait. Let me see what he's saying here. Skype is freezing up on him. All right. Well, I guess call me back when you get it working. I'll get you back on. But yeah, Will Smith is getting involved with the movie called The Legend of Cain. He'll produce and star in this biblical tale and mix it with a vampire twist.
Well,
That's
and there have been a lot of vampire stories that say Cain was the first.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's definitely nothing new. If not Cain, usually Lilith, Adam's first wife,
Yeah.
allegedly.
Yeah.
They throw her into.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, or sometimes Judas, but
Yeah.
most of the time Cain.
So this is that story. I haven't seen anything else other than
No.
the story plot too. I haven't seen photos or anything other than he's going to produce it and star in it.
I'm not sure if Cain is also supposed to be. You ever heard of like the Flying Dutchman, the Wanderer that can't die that goes around? I'm not sure. Might be.
Yeah. Well, I'm curious about it because
And then
I've always been fascinated with biblical movies that are not created by the church.
Yeah.
Just because, I don't know, they're just fascinating to
Yeah.
me. I mean, the same reason I read shit like that.
especially if they have Charlton Heston in them.
Yeah. So, yeah, nude.
Let my people go.
What is going on? I'm getting calls everywhere. Oh, that's Josh again.
Charlton Heston's awesome because he could speak slower than any man in the world. Still sound tough.
He is tough.
Well, he was
He has
tough.
guns.
I know. And he had a great voice. I hope he's doing like the announcements in heaven now that he's dead.
Paul
New
Casper?
arrivals, please go to the...
The yellow line is for loading.
Yeah, exactly. I don't care what you say. God damn it, the white zone is for loading and unloading.
The yellow zone is for... I don't know.
What's your vector, Victor?
We should watch that movie.
You know, it's so good. I used to work with, when I worked at a museum, this older guy named George, and that was his all-time favorite movie. And we would just sit there for at least 15 minutes every Saturday just doing that, you know.
What do you make of this? Well, I can make a brooch for this.
Yeah. And I got another guy at work that just knocks on my door and comes in and goes, I just want you to know we're all counting on you. And then we shut the door.
I've done that many of times myself.
And I was talking to a girl that worked at that museum.
And she said, have you ever seen a grown man naked?
No, but she did ask me if I liked gladiator films. No, she didn't. But she was from Germany, and she had only seen it dubbed in German, and she was like, I didn't get it at all. And there's no way you can get that movie in another language because...
You're like, what?
Yeah. What's your vector, Klaus? You know, and everybody's laughing. There's just no...
What?
Yeah.
That's awesome. We should actually find it.
I know, because it's nothing but like bad puns
No.
and stupid situations. And that movie is class.
We gotta go to the hospital. What's that? It's a building with 6 people.
Yeah. It's so good.
Yeah, sorry.
Don't call me Shirley. Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the best movies.
It is. It really is one of the best
And
comedies.
she just rolls her eyes. Jen's like, oh, God. Airplane.
You don't like Airplane?
I'm not a big slapstick liker.
But they actually use a slapstick on the person that's panicking in the seat.
I love that everyone's killing themselves listening to his stories. And that
Well, Josh would like the acoustic guitar part.
yeah, he could be the nun. And it's swaying, and the girl's like...
And then Beaver's mom. That's
Yeah,
what I
talks
speak jive.
Jive. Shit, blood. Slap some skid on it. We could.
How do
fill
you
up
not
the-
know? How do you? I'm puzzled how you not like that movie.
I don't know.
It's a pride thing.
I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think guys like that kind of stuff more than girls.
I
Because
don't
it's
know.
so heady and intellectual.
True to that.
Yeah, that's.
There's a lot of abstract thought
There is
involved. in
deep
it.
thought. You can watch it many times and get something new from it.
Really can.
It's a terrible week to stop sniffing glue.
So where is your wife?
She is with Hassan, which we're going to be calling him soon because he has a story he wants to tell me that happened today.
That's cool.
Which is...
Or maybe. Not.
Maybe. No, it actually is... Well, I guess we could do it and get it over with before we sleep. Or not.
Whatever.
I mean,
Why does
they're
he
eating...
tell you a story before he goes?
No, it happened to him today. That's what I'm gonna set it up. For my birthday, Hassan got me this book called The Element Encyclopedia of Ghosts and Hauntings, which is a really interesting book. And then he sends me a text today that said, let me see, let me pull it up. He was eating lunch today, and it says, Jason, there's a ghost in Azars. My first supernatural... See, I can't give him justice with his voice because you get
Right, yeah, I know.
There's a ghost in Azars. My first supernatural experience. My cup moved in front of me 3 times. Our jaws dropped. And he wants to share his story. So
Okay.
well, let's call him now since we're waiting for Josh anyway. So you can tell this story. Because it's not going to be the same if he doesn't say it.
Right.
Oh, that's not what I want.
757.
Don't tell the
Fine.
numbers. People will call him. Okay, we're calling Hassan. And if you don't know who Hassan is, he was one of a guest on a previous Zombie Popcorn Radio. So. Ooh. Riley's gonna be mad because I'm interrupting their dinner. She's probably telling him not to answer.
Probably. Just the fucking guy's always calling.
Oh, he's not. So I set this up and he's not even going to answer.
Wow.
This is Hassan. Leave a message and I'll call you back.
No, I'm going to leave a message and I'm going to call you back. And I mean that. Wait, no, we're not done. I'm going to be that pest.
His tattoo ringtone keeps going up.
He's like, what? That's it. But in the meantime, while we're waiting for him to answer, I'm sending that email tonight to try to get that Exorcist guy.
Oh, yeah, the guy you can buy your own exorcism supplies.
I wish the supplies were cooler.
Hassan. Leave a message and I'll call you back.
It's a conspiracy. I know it is. But anyway, so he won't tell his story.
No.
I just wish okay, since we're going to go on to a different subject, there's a guy that I don't even remember how I've stumbled across him, but
I think it was a Craigslist ad.
No,
No,
I've never been on Craigslist.
no, I thought it was. Never mind.
No, that was the other.
Oh, right.
No, anyway.
Trashmore Park Restaurant.
Yeah. So there's this guy. Well, I can show this video. I actually pulled up the video for it. He has a church, which I can't tell from the website where the church is located.
Oh, that sucks.
I know, but this guy performs. He writes blogs. His calendar says Sunday morning mass, and then Tuesday available for exorcisms. Wednesday, church.
Mm-hmm.
Thursday available for exorcism. And he writes a blog, so I was looking over his blog, and they have all these videos and stories about... My favorite story from it is that there's a story on there that 3 guys... the charges dropped, but a restraining order put upon them because they were being charged with illegal imprisonment and... what was the other... Illegal imprisonment and...
Because they had to keep
and
him
assault or something, because these
for
2
the
priests
exorcism.
took this guy in and held him down and was performing an exorcism on him, but apparently he wasn't ever possessed, but they were trying to perform this exorcism on him, and the guy sued him for it. But it was a big court case. But anyway,
Wow.
the video that I'm going to show you is.
I want to be exercised.
I know. Maybe he'll do it for us on the show.
No, I think you need a lay-in on a pan.
No, he's got a kit online that you can, or a test online that you can do.
Oh, really?
Maybe. Well, if I can get him on the show, we can talk to him. But
All
one of the videos on his website
I'm
is.
sure he's going to be real happy to go on a show that has...
Well, we had a demonologist on there, and he writes about demonology all the time on his blog. So
That's true, okay.
So, I mean, it's not like we're gonna make fun of him. We're just having him on because we're curious about it, and I'm like, that's fucked up. But anyway, I mean, because this video, I think he would come on the show just because he has this video. It's a CNN video on his blog, and it's called Pope Benedict Setting Up Exorcism Squads to Fight the Rising Level of Demons. So apparently they're setting up these exorcism squads because they foresee a massive rise of demons in the near future. So, and this is, I'm going to play the video
We
real
got to
quick.
get in on this.
I know, and I want to
We
talk
should
to him
invest
about
in
it. I mean,
demon
because if we
futures.
can save the world from demons and have this guy on,
I want to get credit for it.
I know. I just want videos of the demons. But anyway, here's the
All demons be gone except for Krampus.
Yep. Here's the video of it.
This is the stuff of Hollywood fiction, the movie The Exorcist. Priests performing the ancient Catholic ritual to drive the devil from a young girl. But the Vatican says people really do become possessed. At least that's what the man in charge of fighting demons in Rome says. Father Gabriele Amorth is showing me what an exorcism is like. The Catholic Church forbids filming real ones. There is a progressive distancing from God, and this helps the devil, he says. The action of the devil is a lot more widespread than in the past, not because he has more strength, but because he is given more space. Father Amorth says the Church is ill-equipped to deal with the problem. We deal with priests and bishops who know nothing about the subject because for 3 centuries exorcisms were almost totally abandoned. They have never seen exorcisms, they never performed them. They believe in the devil, but they don't believe much in the actions of the devil, so they prefer to send everyone to psychiatrists and psychologists. And how do you know that I am possessed by the devil and not just crazy? I can tell it from the movement of your eyes, he says. Father Amherst says the lack of experienced exorcists is hurting the church. Those possessed, he says, seek alternatives in obscure sects and satanic practices and lose faith in the church. The problem has reached the highest levels of the Vatican. Father Amorth said the Pope is encouraging bishops to nominate more exorcists in their parishes. Thank God, the Father said, there is a Pope who wants to fight the devil head on.
All right, so that's it. I mean, there's more to it, but you get the idea. So, obviously, there's a massive... The Catholic Church is seeing a rise in little boy... I mean, and demons, and they want to put a stop to it.
That's awesome. I so wish this was true.
I want to have this guy on
as
this
a
show.
skeptic / paranoid ass no. As an atheist, of course, I'm like, yeah, you're just all fucking crazy. But I would hope to be proved wrong. Because, I mean, I'd rather live in a world with demons than just science.
Yeah.
My hope is that science will one day actually be discovered to all just be like fairies and demons.
It'd still be awesome.
And they're like, germs are actually just tiny fucking fairies.
Little demons running around.
Yeah, we had no idea. Atoms are like microscopic trolls.
I think we got issues here. What is that?
We crashing?
I think we just did. Son of a bitch. Okay. Oh, what are you doing? Okay, anyway, so, yeah, it just crashed.
Exorcism Squad.
Oh! Yeah. The Exorcism Squad is actually pretty good. 3D Movie Man came up with that idea. I don't think he can hear us at the moment, but the video just went down.
We came up with it.
Yeah, it's all of our idea. No, but I think it's really fascinating because I want to go to some of these hauntings and there's some insane stuff.
The movie
going on.
The Exorcist is supposed to have audio from a real exorcism in it.
Well, see, I don't know. It's all pretty amazing and awesome. But because there's been exorcising demons since forever, pretty much.
Yeah,
they still
interview with the demonologist.
With John Zaffis.
Yeah, and then we wouldn't have to talk for like 20 minutes.
Yeah. So I think we're back up and we're running now. So,
wow, this is a shit ton of extras.
I know, isn't that? Were you talking about the extras in the Alien franchise Blu-ray box set? There's a shitload of stuff going in. It's pretty awesome. But
I'd rather sit through that than like the 10 hours of Matrix footage. You always see it, you're like, God, do I really need a Keanu Reeves bookend?
Yeah.
And,
I never got into the Matrix.
I liked the first one.
It was all right.
I mean, I liked it a lot. I saw it at the theater. It was cool. Hadn't seen anything like it. The second one,
they're all the same.
So bad, and I didn't even bother with the third one.
Yeah.
Although there is a really good animation series called like Inside the Matrix or something like that. That's it's like 10 different animators doing stories based on the Matrix. And some of the stories are actually more based on like Isaac Asimov and really cool, like, robots killing people, and the 3 laws and all that stuff. So
awesome. But speaking of The Exorcist, the original Exorcist is getting a Blu-ray release in October.
So I can see more film grain?
Yep. You can see it and you're like, oh, look at that.
Yeah. Did we go see it in the theater when they released the extra footage, or I think we just rented it? I can't remember.
I've never seen it in the theater.
Okay.
Did you ever go to the Narrow to see that movie?
No, I never made it.
Oh.
I always had something to do. It was, half an hour of new footage of Metropolis.
Because that's what it really needs.
Dude, apparently more has been discovered. Some guy at work, I don't know if this is true. I had only heard about the new half an hour, and it brings it up to like, I thought it said it was 2.5 hours. I thought it was 2.5 hours already.
Yeah.
I was expecting it to be 3 hours. Someone told me they found even more. It was like a 4-hour movie or so. It wouldn't surprise me. I mean, it's a...
Do you think you could sit through a 4-hour of that movie?
Yeah.
Yeah? Why?
Because I can sit through a 78-minute ambient drone. I'm
true,
pretty sure I
guess
can sit through a 4-hour movie. No, I mean, I would need a break in between. I wouldn't want to sit there for 4 hours straight. But I could watch a 4-hour. I'd love a long.
Well, I could watch a 4-hour movie. I don't know if I could watch that movie for 4 hours.
Yeah. The music would have to be really good and not just the usual classical that's been recut and thrown in.
Totally.
But visually, it's an awesome looking movie.
Yeah, I mean, it is a good movie.
But yeah, I mean, it's so old and silent, and the acting is... Even saying the acting is over the top is putting it mildly. I mean, it's ridiculous how overacted everything is. Even Charlton Heston would watch it and go, damn, that's a bit heavy-handed.
He's like, what the...
Yeah.
You want to do that one? But, yeah. I don't know what I'm saying. I think we're back. We're good back on the video chat room side of things. My video just crashed, but we're good now. I think it was the demons from The Exorcist.
Right.
Yeah.
We should have.
We need it
from Azars.
We should broadcast from there and find that ghost.
Go to Azars and see if our drinks move around.
Woo.
I
wish he would have answered his phone.
I've been to the one across the street from Azars.
What's that?
I've been to the one across the street from Azars.
Subway?
No.
Across the street?
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about the hookah bar.
Oh, okay, I take that back. I have been to Azars. I haven't been to the
You went
bar.
the other direction. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I went to get a gyro, and they were like, "We don't serve those."
You're like, what?
Yeah, you're fucking great. It's like not being able to get a taco at a Mexican place.
You
get a
can.
shawarma that smelled like fucking perfume bottle had been poured on it.
Yeah.
So if you're listening to Azars, I'm sure you're not.
No, they listen all the time. They're broadcasting it right now.
Yeah, well, your food kind of sucks. I'll be taking my ass across the street to Subway.
But the
Or
hookah
the
bar
hookah bar is
has
supposed to be
good
good,
food.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
me and Miley go there a lot.
Yeah.
So I want it because there's so many people always
Boo,
sitting.
no euros.
Boo. No, there's so many people sitting outside smoking. I've always wanted to go there and just set up my microphone and just have people
Right.
talk, but I haven't done that.
Live from the hookah bar.
Yeah, live from the hookah bar. But yeah, so you want to hit up that new?
M. Night Shyamalan produces a new film, Devil. Devil is a supernatural thriller with M. Night Shyamalan's signature touch.
And here's the trailer.
It was-
Hey, lady, you gotta sign in.
Do I look like such a threat?
Don't blame me. You got procedures.
You hold that?
Sorry.
Thanks for your help.
Don't mention it. This is not good.
Why is elevator 6 in inspection mode?
Oh, come on, man.
What's happening?
Nothing. Just relax. What was that? You all right?
You're bleeding.
Oh my god.
It feels like something bit me.
Does anybody have anything sharp on them? They might have cut her.
No.
You mind if we search your pockets?
Yes, I do mind. You mind if we search yours?
What was that?
Something's jamming it. It's stuck.
Don't come near me, any of you.
Back away from each other now!
Turn on the lights!
Who are you?
Devil.
Cool. My
Yep.
guess is they're already dead. They're in hell, but they're living in this village that they don't really know exists in the middle of hell, and that girl's really blind.
That's exactly what happened.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we don't have to see it now.
Yep. There's probably a mermaid living in the fountain of the lobby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
It's true, man. It's true. Way to kill that segment. No, just kidding. No, actually, that movie looks really good.
Yeah, it does look good.
Because we were talking after seeing The Last Airbender.
Oh, about M. Night Shyamalan.
Yeah. About how
it was smart for him to do The Last Airbender because
yeah,
it's already a franchise and people are always like, because I mean, The Sixth Sense is really good, and he kind of peaked with it.
Yeah.
Unbreakable is really good.
Unbreakable is freaking awesome too. Yeah, they call me Dr. Glass. I guess I'm all alone on that one. Have you seen Unbreakable?
No, I haven't seen it.
No, it's really
Man,
good.
I'll
Is it
bring
good?
it for you. Yeah. So
So what were you saying?
I
Finish
like
it.
The Village. And I
no,
like-
I mean
and
they're
I
good,
like
but
Smoking.
none of them are as good as The Sixth Sense.
No.
And it sucks to like peak on your first big film, like Pulp Fiction. You know,
Which wasn't that good of a movie.
it's a pretty good movie. Although that wasn't his first. I mean, he did Reservoir Dogs before that. So.
Which is a good movie.
I mean,
You're
all
just
of
too
his
young.
all of his all of his movies are just stolen from some other movie.
Oh yeah, I mean
But
that's all most movies are.
yeah, which is why he's so hip.
True that.
But you know, with each one, it seems like he gets a little less successful. with his movies.
Although the
M. Night.
last one seemed to do really well.
Which one?
Glorious Bastards.
No. I'm talking about M. Night Shyamalan.
Oh, okay, I thought we were still talking
Yeah.
about
No.
whatever.
So, although we saw that at the theater.
Yeah.
Glorious Bastards.
Was that good?
It's okay.
Yeah.
We had some funny
It
parts.
was amusing.
Yeah, it's one of those movies that I'll just say I'll wait till I see
But there's
it.
already a movie from the 70s called Inglorious Bastards about I mean, and I didn't know that. And then I'm looking at Borders and like the cult cinema section.
Yeah.
I was just like, fucking Christ, dude. Do you do anything original?
No.
No, he doesn't.
It's like Tim Burton, who we love, but I kind of despise now because
he did a few.
What did it?
He did
What did
a
I
few,
bring
but
up
he
the other
can't
night
do
that
any
he's
anymore.
doing?
Dark Shadows.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. Oh, what do you know? Something that's already existed before. A
Yeah.
story that's been told.
Yeah.
He did Edward Scissorhands and Beetlejuice.
Yeah, those were good. And Big Fish was good.
Which he's remaking.
Big Fish?
Yeah.
Why would,
Wait.
No, he did. He did. Big Fish.
I know, but he's redoing it modernly. There's.
He did it like 5 years ago.
Then I'm thinking of a different movie.
Yeah, you've got-
One of his first films that was animated.
Vincent.
No.
Oh, have you seen that? That's probably his best one.
Is it good?
Yeah, you pull it up on YouTube. It's
Frankenweenie.
I think
Frankenweenie's
that's it. I
pretty
think
good.
that's it.
Yeah, sir. Yeah, it's about a dog that gets brought back to life.
Yeah.
Vincent is great. It's about a little boy who thinks he's Vincent Price.
Oh, that's pretty nice.
And he got Vincent Price to do the narration for it. It was his first animated short.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's on.
At Night Before Christmas, all that stuff. But like,
which I would don't tell Miley, but I wasn't a fan of Nightmare.
That shit's on tape now. I mean, it's not the greatest thing in the world.
You can't.
In the world.
I'll kill you.
It's a good movie, but it's kind of like The Wolfman. It's not a great movie.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I think
and
the
you
reason.
know what sucks is what happens when you people end up buying us shit more. Oh, they wear black and they like goofy stuff. You know, I have got more fucking Jack Skeleton shit than I care to have. Now, some of it I went out
You're
and
like,
bought.
woohoo!
We bought a few things back in the day.
Yeah, we have this really cool snow globe. Got it from the Disney store, like $75. You know, one of these really cool, and these little figurines. I'm good. I'm done. I got a little wall clock in my kitchen. I don't need any more. People just keep doing it. Like I don't need a freaking throw or a keychain. And
Well, I do like the G-string Nightmare Before
yeah.
Christmas G-string that you have. That's
Well,
pretty
you
nice.
like the boogeyman because it glows in the
I
dark.
know,
and
it's so
that
awesome.
little triangle on my lower back.
The Well Tell.
Is that what it's called? That's nasty. You just play a lot of Scott Joplin.
Yeah. How we get
so
3D Movie Man says, guys, don't buy figurines. They're called action figures.
Well, these were only like 3 inches tall, and they're all porcelain. So I'm gonna guess they're figurines. But I purchased them with my, I guess, girlfriend at the time.
Yeah.
So
You had a girlfriend?
yeah, I did.
Did Jan know?
No.
That's good.
No. Yeah.
It gets quiet.
Yeah.
Anyway, so what we were saying about
Taiwanese ladyboy named
Fernando.
Maybe he's Mexican.
I don't know. I
He's
just don't
creamy and tan. That's all I know.
He's from Thailand. His name is Fernando.
It's so random.
Welcome to Zombie Popcorn Radio, folks.
Anyway, did you find Vincent?
I did.
If you buy the Nightmare Before Christmas DVD,
Oh, wait.
it's actually on there.
With Frank and Weenie.
Yeah.
Well, let's check this out real quick. Let's check Vincent out. Let's see. Here we go.
We saw.
Vincent Malloy is 7 years old. He's always polite and does what he's told. For a boy his age, he's considerate and nice. But he wants to be just like Vincent Price. He doesn't mind living with his sister, dog, and cats, though he'd rather share a home with spiders and bats. There he could reflect on the horrors he's invented. And wander dark hallways alone and tormented. Vincent is nice when his aunt comes to see him, but imagines dipping her in wax for his wax museum. He likes to experiment on his dog, Abercrombie, in the hopes of creating a horrible zombie. So he and his horrible zombie dog could go searching for victims in the London fog. His thoughts, though, aren't only of ghoulish crime. He likes to paint and read to pass some of the time. While other kids read books like Go, Jane, Go, Vincent's favorite author is Edgar Allan Poe. One night, while reading a gruesome tale, he read a passage that made him turn pale. Such horrible news he could not survive, for his beautiful wife had been buried alive. He dug out her grave to make sure she was dead, unaware that her grave was his mother's flower bed. His mother sent Vincent off to his room. He knew he'd been banished to the Tower of Doom, where he was sentenced to spend the rest of his life alone with the portrait of his beautiful wife. While alone and insane, encased in his tomb, Vincent's mother burst suddenly into the room. She said, "If you want to, you can go out and play. It's sunny outside and a beautiful day." Vincent tried to talk, but he just couldn't speak. The years of isolation had made him quite weak. So he took out some paper and scrawled with a pen, "I am possessed by this house and can never leave it again." His mother said, "You're not possessed and you're not almost dead. These games that you play are all in your head. You're not Vincent Price, you're Vincent Malloy. You're not tormented or insane, you're just a young boy. You're 7 years old and you are my son. I want you to get outside and have some real fun." Her anger now spent, she walked out through the hall. And while Vincent backed slowly against the wall, the room started to sway, to shiver and creak. His horrid insanity had reached its peak. He saw Abercrombie, his zombie slave, and heard his wife call from beyond the grave. She spoke from her coffin and made ghoulish demands, while through cracking walls reached skeleton hands. Every horror in his life that had crept through his dreams swept his mad laughter to terrified screams. To escape the madness, he reached for the door, but fell limp and lifeless down on the floor. His voice was soft and very slow as he quoted The Raven from Edgar Allan Poe. "And my soul from out that shadow that lies floating on the floor shall be lifted nevermore.
That was pretty awesome. 3D Movie Man in the chat room says that he wonders how long it took to do the stop motion. Painfully slow.
It had to take so long.
Yeah. That's a love for the art is what that is.
Yeah. Stop motion's great, though.
Yeah, it is. I don't think I've ever seen bad stop motion.
No, because even if it's bad, it still looks kind of funny and cool.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to try. I tried it once with a friend's camera, and I had like some little figurine that I moved around. That's right, figurine, motherfucker.
It's an action figure.
No,
Watch out, 3D movie, man.
It was actually made of like plaster of Paris and wire or something weird that I had made. And
I remember.
Yeah, I was able to get like some really choppy 3-second footage of like a head spinning, and it took all night. It just took forever. But I'd love to do it again. Stop motion looks so awesome.
Maybe we could do it for... No, I don't want to do it. No. We could do shadows, though.
Yeah.
Did you know that the Lost Boys, new Lost Boys movie, Thirst, is hitting the shelves October 12th?
They made another one.
Oh,
October 12th.
Oh, yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Wasn't
The Frog Brothers are in it.
Both Corys?
Yep. No, not both Corys, because...
One was exhumed.
Yeah.
No, but he just died. I mean, when did they make it?
It just finished. It's hitting the shelves on the 12th. I forgot. We talked about it. I forget when it was actually filmed. We can watch the trailer here. Have you seen it? You haven't seen it?
I haven't seen it.
No.
Oh, I thought you had seen it. All right.
Or maybe you played it and I wasn't watching.
Well, here it is. We're going to play it real quick and then we'll talk about it.
You want a party?
There's a nightcrawler who's created a new designer drug. The only problem is it's not a drug. It's vampire blood. He's breeding an undead army. The only thing that stands between him and the annihilation of the entire human race would be us, the Frog Brothers.
We haven't been the Frog Brothers for a long time.
I can't do it without you.
They can do what they want, whenever they want to do it.
What do you guys have to drink in the jalopy? If I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna need weapons. Lots of really expensive, custom-made weapons. Let's rock and roll.
Just try to relax. This will all be over soon.
That actually looks better than the second one.
Well, definitely anything looks better than the second one.
The Tribe.
The Tribe. This is the Thirst. But yeah.
I'd check it out.
I'd watch it.
It's the second one.
It looks like it might be a saving grace from the second one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Tribe and Ghost Hunter. Ghost Rider are probably up there.
Pretty bad, yeah. But I mean, yeah, it's going straight to DVD. And if it's on Netflix or on demand, Xbox or whatever, I may grab it just to see. But
We could watch the first one and then watch that.
the first one sucked. I'm just kidding.
I will kill you.
I'll kill you.
Kick you out of your own house.
Oh, damn. Damn, that would suck.
Yeah. Sitting on the steps while Miley comes home. What happened?
Jen
I
kicked
said
me out of
that
the house.
the Lost Boys and...
Oh, no, there's no and. I didn't say because then I'd get kicked. She already kicked Josh and you out of the house, so.
I forgot what I was kicked out for.
Being a dumbass. No, I'm just
Probably.
But yeah, So.
Oh, I couldn't remember who sang "Rock Me Amadeus." I think.
Oh no, it was the song. What do you do? I thought that was a real knife for some. I saw out of the corner of my eye this.
I wanted to see if it would fly through.
This butcher knife.
That turns out to be a
Mickey Mouse.
Yep.
Bookmark.
No, it's from my mom sent to my work one of those edible arrangement fruit baskets for my birthday, and that's all that's left of it. And which I don't understand what this really is. I mean, because when the fruit was in it, I was like, "That's Mickey's foot. That means that's his ass."
Yeah.
And all the fruit was sticking out of this.
Why does he only have one foot?
It turns out it's a house, but I don't understand why Mickey's ass is a house.
I see.
Alright, so that's a door.
That's just supposed to be the door.
Yeah.
That is clever Imagineer design.
I think that's clever half-ass.
Yeah, it's still sticky. It's just,
oh no, that's because that's
right.
Mickey's ass.
Yeah.
And you know. Woo. Anyway. So you want to talk about the?
No, I'm good. What are we going to talk about? Soulless. Oh yeah, that's our Audible book.
Zombie Popcorn Book Club.
Zombie Popcorn Book Club. So there's a book called Soulless. I picked it. Matter of fact, I just finished it. Who's it by? Let me find the page. Totally unprepared. Soulless is a comedy of manners set in Victorian London full of werewolves, vampires, didgeribles, and tea drinking. And it doesn't have who the author is. But the woman who reads it, really good.
The author is Gail Carrier, Crane, or something like that. I don't know.
It sounds very unmannish when I describe this book because it's kind
But it's a series.
Is it a series?
Yeah, because they have Soulless. They have. I saw it on Amazon. You can get the link from Zombie.
I was thinking when it finished that it felt like a series. Like I mean, it was obviously meant to continue, and it's cheesy and fun. But I really enjoyed it. I mean, I finished it within the week, and it's 10 hours long.
Wow.
So, yeah. And I really love the woman who they got to read it because she's just incredibly British.
Yeah, that's why I was going to play a little bit of it real quick just to kind of
Grateful. She picked up her parasol. It was terribly tasteless for her to be carrying a parasol at an evening ball, but Miss Tarabotti rarely went anywhere without it. It was of a style entirely of her own devising. A black frilly confection with purple satin pansies sewn about.
I'm stopping it right there. Just because you picked this book and the last sentence that we play is
Frilly parasol
and
with
pasty
pansies
pansies,
sewn about.
yeah.
Yes, it also has silver buckshot in the tip for fighting werewolves.
Is that what it says?
And buckshot in its silver tip. She whacked the vampire right on top of the head with it as he tried to extract himself from his newly intimate relations with the tea trolley. The buckshot gave the brass parasol just enough heft to make a deliciously satisfying thunk. Manners.
Sweet. So you're saying it's really good. So
yeah, it's about a spinster who gets into lots of shenanigans, and I really enjoyed it. I also liked how it was written in a lot of the language. Like she ends up killing this one vampire is how all the said shenanigans start. And as she rips open his shirt, she blushes at her own temerity. And, it's just written sort of like a Victorian novel. Lots of fun, large words. And, I mean, it's goofy. It's nothing serious. But, yeah, if you're... I just pictured Hugh Grant in it the whole time, and it was awesome.
Hugh Grant.
Hugh Grant.
The other books of the series is called Changeless and Blameless.
See, the thing is, in this book, werewolves, ghosts, and vampires aren't lacking in soul. They have more soul than other people. So that's how they're able to die and still live on. And she has no soul at all. So when she touches any of them, it negates their supernatural abilities. And she works for something called the BUR. Actually, she doesn't, but in London, there's like a society or kind of like a little shadow government called the BUR that employ all these people like her called preternaturals. And
so, what if they have more soul than other people? What does that mean? I mean, what does it mean to have more of a soul?
You lose some of it when you die.
Is it kind of like a cat, 9 lives of cats or something? Or
I don't know. They don't go into it that much.
But it doesn't give them more, because the word soul is such loaded, because if you think of it as
that's the thing. There are all
Christian
these Victorian
type
scientists running around. America is still kind of stuck in the religious view of it, and all these English scientists are trying to weigh the soul and find it as a quantifiable substance to discover what this is. And there's an automaton in it, kind of like a Frankenstein dead corpse character, and
kind of a ghoul, or just
similar like a golem, but not quite. And it's got like iron body in it, and there are like giant gears everywhere, and zeppelins flying in the air,
kind of like steampunk.
Yeah, that's what it said. It said for fans of steampunk. Like, what the hell is this? They even have this in a genre, but it was funnier sounding than the other ones, and I highly recommend it.
Yeah, I saw the reviews on it after you said you picked it.
Yeah, that was part of the
reason. And everybody was like, brilliant.
Yeah,
excellent.
It was really good. I can't believe I finished it within the week.
Yeah.
I mean, I would be sitting there at work I'm like, well, what's happening to Alexa Terabody right now? I mean, and, she's a spinstress because she's not pale and blonde. Her father was dreadfully half Italian. So she's unwanted. It's the typical, like, oh, I don't fit in, stuff that you grow up with.
But better than Twilight.
Yeah. Yes. Although there is werewolf relations in this.
Is there?
So if you're a fan of Twilight, you will. Although not quite, because when she touches people, they lose their supernatural abilities.
So it's kind of a cross between the woman from X-Men. What's her name? Fuck, I don't know.
Oh, right, the one that absorbs.
Yeah, that she takes her gloves off.
Yeah.
So it's similar to that. So it's a mix between Twilight, X-Men, Wolfman, Frankenstein.
Yeah,
and steampunk.
I'd say it's a mix really between. What are the ones you read about the vampire hunter? Anita Blake.
Yeah.
And a Jane Austen novel.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, as someone who doesn't really read Jane Austen novels, but has been forced to watch every Jane Austen movie, well, that's what I was going to say. I forced to watch them and actually discovered that I liked them.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, man, Little Women is awesome. This is a good story. I know it's not, but those style of or Dangerous Liaisons. So if you've seen Dangerous Liaisons with John Malkovich, and, I forget that Glenn Close is in it. It's an awesome movie. Lots of politics, lots of you're not well bred enough for me, and just
good
English
solid
stuff.
storytelling.
Yeah, good fun stuff, and mixed with vampires, and it's goofy. It's just a fun book. So I highly recommend it.
I may grab it because I've been researching all week because I'm hell bent on getting an ebook reader, and I did all the research, and I went down to Barnes and Noble and played with the Nook after doing the research. So that may be my first audiobook I'll get for.
I also liked it because it made references a lot to dandies, like all the gentlemen that was wearing like super gay clothes and into Oscar Wilde, and there's like a really funny gay vampire in it who's way old and like just always talking about new ascots, and it's just goofy. It's fun stuff. So.
Well, it's awesome. So if you're interested,
nothing too heady,
If you're interested in getting this book, head over to Zombie Popcorn's book club, which is bookclub.zombie-popcorn.com, and just click on the link there. It's the first book featured on that site, and get it, because if you join up through Zombie Popcorn Radio to get the audiobook, You can get one free audiobook every month by going to audible.com through Zombie Popcorn. If you're not into audiobooks, there is the option on the Zombie Popcorn Book Club to get the paperback version of this book, which I'm sure would be just equally as good. So if you're interested in that, blow into the microphone and head over to Zombie Popcorn Book Club. So that does sound awesome, though.
It was the Jane Austen that sold you, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah.
It totally got me. No, I just like creative stories, especially when they involve stuff that we're into.
Yeah.
Like that. So it's pretty good. So speaking of other stuff that we're into, there's a three-series film called The Slumber Party Massacre.
I don't think I've ever seen one of these.
You don't think she's... You know what?
I mean, I remember seeing the covers in the video store, but I don't think I've ever watched a Slumber Party Massacre or a Sleepaway Camp.
We watched a little bit.
Yeah, we did. Oh, there was that really one good quote in like Sleepaway Camp 2 or 3.
By the counselor or something?
Yeah, by one of the kids about like my parents' taxes and something about transsexual. It was fucking weird.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, if you like that transsexual and your parents are weird and paying taxes, then you're going to love that on October 5th. October 5th. Everything's coming out in October.
Yeah, it's 5 days before my birthday.
They're releasing the Slumber Party Massacre collection, all three films together.
Maybe I'll get that.
Maybe you will get that. If you're not familiar with the Slumber Party Massacre, let's play the trailer so you can get familiar with it.
The basketball team is planning a party. A slumber party to bare their souls.
No, I think your tits are getting bigger. Mine?
All the girls are coming, except Mary and Linda. And they won't be missed. The party begins at 8 o'clock. It's a slumber party for old time's sake.
Love it too. Do you think I'm getting better?
But be on the lookout for an uninvited guest.
Please, please.
When the pizza arrives, things really start jumping. Some people may have to leave early, but others will hang around and hang around.
Courtney, you're underage. Negative. Let's go.
I'm not gonna eat the dead guy's pizza.
I feel better already. Really, I do.
But for those who stay, there'll be plenty of surprises. And non-stop action. One thing's for sure, no one's getting any sleep the night of the Slumber Party Massacre. Close your eyes for a second and sleep.
You know, it's funny that these movies
forever.
were like so hated in the 80s and, you know, just pure trash.
Yeah.
Hey, we'll see them now and it's just goofy
Yeah.
and kind of naive. I wonder if we'll look back later and, you know, 20 years from now, we'll be like, Hostel 2. That was such a simpler time.
I look at Hostel now and say, that's a horrible fucking movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
The same way I would see this, I'd be more inclined to see Slumber Party Massacre than I would see Hostel's horrible, and they're making part 3. Wow. Why? There's no way. There's no way. There's no way those films have made that much money and had that big of a following.
I don't know. I think they have.
There's no way. Those films suck. I haven't seen part 2, but I've seen. I think we went to the theater to see.
Really?
Yeah, we actually did because It was me or Miley when we went to go see it, and it was horrible. I hated it. We almost walked out.
Oh, wow.
But, yeah, I don't know why they keep doing it. But to make it up, all three films is the Slumber Party Massacre, October 5th. I don't know. 3D Movie Man said he's going to see it, I guess.
That's cool.
What?
What?
He says there's another horror movie coming out to compete with Saw 3D and Paranormal Activity 2. It's called My Soul to Take, and it's in glorious converted 3D. And he said, I know what I want to go see.
Is it going to make the blacklisted?
I don't know. I don't know if he's going to boycott it.
films?
It just better be good. I don't know. I'm so upset with the 2D conversion so far. Hassan said that Toy Story 3D, because it's converted, was horrible too. The 3D. He complained it was the last film of the night at the theater, and he complained to the manager so much that they gave everybody that he was with free movie passes.
Really?
Yeah, because it was such bad 3D. He's like, how can you? He was like going off saying, how can you sell a ticket to this? This is false advertising. This is not even 3D, and he was just going off on it.
Huh? Because we saw the trailers for it, and it looked great.
Yeah, the trailers.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they didn't have the projector calibrated right.
I think that's possible. Because I would really think that they would have good 3D.
I think they would.
Because Up, made by the same people.
Yeah.
Great 3D. And
it's all computer animation. There's no reason why it shouldn't be good.
And I read, a listing of the grades of it, and I think it gave it an A. So it must have been something with that theater.
Yeah.
It really sucks when you go and see something at theater and the theater messes something up.
Maybe Last Airbender was no, that was just straight up sucky. I'm not going to go back to sit through another horrible 2D.
Yeah, that was sad.
Version of that. That sucked. Totally sucked. Sucked. But yeah.
I think that's all we got.
No, we got more. We got more.
That's all I got.
That's all you got? Oh, shit. You got a whole page of all the extras for...
Yeah, because I'm going to read through a 9-page list.
Disc 1, Alien, 1979 theatrical version, 2003 director's cut. Audio commentaries.
Awesome.
Yay. No, but... Yeah, 3D Movie Man says all the Disney movies are subtle 3D movies. But
or what?
Just subtle. Not very in your face.
Yeah.
But what 3D movie did we see was... No, Tron is in 3D, and they're going all out on it.
So you think.
Don't make me give the shirt back.
Yeah.
No, it should be good. They're trying to make it epic. They're trying to build it up to be epic.
See, I haven't heard any of this news. I get only my Tron news from you.
They're not even making a Tron 3D movie. I'm just fucking lying to you.
It's crazy how I found that one article on it. You really went above and beyond to plant that on the web for me.
I had to. I was like, how can I get Paul to believe me?
I've been following his routine for months to find the perfect place.
See that book down there? It's all notes.
So.
He wakes up on the left side.
That's right. Actually, it's the right side of the bed.
I was looking at it from a different angle.
Oh, that's true. If you had actually drilled a hole over top
and
in
then
the ceiling,
going through the mirror,
down at me, it would be the left.
I know what's going on. It's just like,
maybe you're just disoriented by the bright sequence of my Nightmare Before Christmas Boogeyman.
The well tell, and it's awesome.
Yeah,
just thinking about it now makes me want to move on. No, but another October release of Blu-rays is that they're actually finally putting Death Proof and Planet Terror together on one.
Why? Why would you want Death Proof?
Yeah, I thought
Why?
That movie sucked so bad.
It was nothing but these dumb bitches talking. They were talking about nothing of any importance and how great they were.
Listen to how her voice picks up.
I know. We can see her on the monitor.
Yeah, it was like the first half of the movie was just dropping references of like cool 60s and 70s music, and
And then
really
it starts out with, who's it? Not Kirk Douglas.
That would have been cool.
Kurt Cobain.
Who was the guy, the actor in that one, who in the sequence with the car?
Richard, what's his name?
Guy in Big Trouble in Little China.
Yeah.
Yeah, what the fuck is his name?
Jack Burton.
Yes, what is his name?
Jack Burton.
I'm totally forgetting his name.
Overboard.
I don't know why.
He was Jack Burton in Overboard too.
Jack
Kurt
Burton. Kurt Russell.
Okay.
It's all the reflexes.
Yeah, but anyway, when he was driving the car and the girl gets in, and then you think, okay, this should be cool, because you're thinking it's going to be all about him and his like evil devil car or something,
Right.
and picking up girls and like murdering people. No, and then it goes back to a bunch of boring bitches sitting around talking about nothing of any importance.
Yeah.
Boring.
That's what made it awesome, because it made it feel like real life.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah!
Yeah, it was boring. If I wanted real life, I'd stay at home and be bored.
And save money.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
Planet Terror was far superior.
Yeah, but
now you can relive the whole experience.
Yeah.
together.
So if you actually liked both movies, then you would go out and buy
Well, I liked both movies just because at the time when it came out, we saw it at the theater, and it was unique and fun. It was because it was the double feature and everything. It just made. I didn't care that the movie was bad, but it was fun. It was hardcore entertaining just because.
It would be cool if more people did like double features like that. That would be cool.
Well, first Friday of every month, the Phantasmo Cult Cinema
Explosion.
does double features, themed double features. So go check it out. Anyway, but yeah, so Robert Rodriguez is doing another. He's doing Machete. We talked about that last time. So.
Right.
Machete. Did you watch the trailer?
Yeah, we've seen
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Well, we saw the whole Grindhouse thing in the theater.
But no, I'm saying the new one.
Yeah. We played it last week.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know if you saw it. That's what I did. Yeah. No, I'm excited about that one.
Yeah, that looks
It's
great.
gonna be fun.
I wish they would do a double feature.
Maybe they will. Maybe they pull something out of the
How
hat.
many movies has that guy been in? Because I've been seeing
Like
him
a million.
This is like his first real role.
forever.
He's been in.
He's one of those actors that you recognize.
He was in The Bill Collector.
Bill Collector.
Yes, it was a Christian film
Oh,
that
yeah.
I did some work on. Just give a shout out to Ken Altman on Facebook, who's doing The Bill Collector. And now his new film, For the Glory. Holla.
Are you working on that?
We're not discussing that with open mics.
No.
I don't know.
No.
So he was in The Bill Collector.
That's right. I think it was the only guy they could afford. And I
Yeah.
mean, he had a very small part.
There's a guy that walks around town that looks just like him, and he walks a little chihuahua. And every time I see him, he's big and tough.
Right.
And I mean, it's so funny because then he has this little bitty dog, and I'm like,
Does he have a mustache and everything?
And like pock
yeah, he
marks
does.
and
Hey, I
stuff.
swear to look,
Oh, wow.
I'm gonna take a picture of him next time because he looks identical to him. I'm like,
We
what
should
the
have him on the
fuck?
show.
What is that guy's name?
Does anybody ever know?
No. I don't think anybody.
Danny
knows.
Trejo or Danny.
They just refer to him as
Trejo,
the guy that was in.
No, it's Danny something. I fucking don't remember. Danny something. I'll see if I can pull it
You
up.
can have my mom's machete.
I have to say I was upset that he got killed in the Halloween remake, because he was always nice to Michael. And Michael
Yeah.
killed him anyway.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, no, you can't kill him. He's cool.
Yeah, well, Michael Myers is a douchebag.
Yeah, he's just cold-hearted that way.
He's kind of an asshole.
He's a cold-hearted snake.
But they're talking about redoing,
Look into his eyes.
giving a rebirth to a Halloween movie again.
Why? It was just done.
What do you mean?
they didn't like the direction that Rob Zombie went, so they're trying to take it
So
back.
let's just do another one.
Well, that's what they do now. They don't even fucking care about the, you know.
I thought he did a pretty good job.
Oh, the first one.
The Sega one.
The Sega one was but the first one was pretty good, I thought. I liked how he showed more of Michael as a child and how they showed...
You didn't think it took away from him being pure evil? Because if he was just abused...
Because he's a kid, and
Yeah.
you want to... You know, when you watch the original, you're like, alright, what the fuck? Why is this kid a fucking nutball if he's just living in suburbia with...
Well,
Because
that's
they showed
why,
absolutely
yeah.
nothing of his family.
Yeah.
Or you knew nothing, and they didn't tell you anything about him or his family at all. It's just, okay, I murdered my sister and however many people were killed. I can't remember.
Yeah.
When he was little, but you know, I thought he did a good job on it.
Yeah, it was entertaining.
You especially liked the scene with.
Oh, there was a scene I did not like when we rented it before we went and saw the second one, and we, of course, it's the uncut version.
Oh yeah.
And there was a rape scene that really.
There's a rape scene in the uncut.
Yes,
Yeah.
there's
Where?
There's a rape scene. Before.
It takes place in a bar. Dudes dressed up like.
No, that's what we did
it's
last
when-
week.
No.
It's when Michael is still. It's when Michael is still in the mental place. The two guys that are whatever they are, helpers, workers, whatever you call.
Oh yeah.
Nurses, aides. I don't know what the fuck they are.
Yeah,
but
that's
anyway.
right.
But there's like a young girl that had just been brought in to the nut house. So they grab her and they're messing with her and they're planning on raping her, and then they go and they want to fuck around with Michael, which I don't know why they would want to do that, but so they start messing around with him, and that's how he gets out.
Yeah.
But of course they have to rape her first and show it in pretty graphic detail before Michael decides to murder them and whatever. Although he doesn't, I don't think he kills her though.
No.
She is like one person that he didn't murder. He just like walks past her. But yeah, but I thought,
So you think they gave it? Yeah.
like, come on, Rob. I didn't need to see that. You could have left that shit out. You could have at least had them.
You never appreciate a good rape scene.
No, I don't.
So what do you think about the remake of I Spit on Your Grave?
Well, see, I've never watched it. I don't know if that's something
You
that
wouldn't.
The original. That's all it is. It's about a woman getting raped
like a
multiple
20-minute
times.
rape scene, and
yeah.
then it just goes on.
And then
It
she
is
gets
a
revenge.
Fucking awful movie.
It is a horrible.
I'm all about revenge movies.
I thought you were about to say I'm all about rape,
I'm all about, no,
but not in movies.
I'm all about revenge movies where a woman gets hurt and then she goes after the guys and kills them all. That's
Yeah.
cool. But yeah.
You know what the best revenge movie ever made was?
Revenge of the Nerds.
Second best revenge movie ever made. Count of Monte Cristo. You ever watch that?
That is a
Like, I want to go and read the book.
Yeah.
That is a great movie.
Just fucking fantastic. Like, this guy's every breath is set on revenge. You haven't seen it, have
I don't
you?
think so, no.
It is freaking
He's in
epic. It is
prison
amazing.
for-
Put it on your Netflix. It's
For
really...
like 15 or more years?
Yeah, and like this fucked up prison on this island where he gets beaten
It
constantly.
sounds familiar, but I don't think I have
Like,
seen
what
it.
is it, like 1700s maybe?
Yeah, it's freaking fantastic.
And it all, well, I'm not going to tell you.
Yeah.
But he's like a good guy, and then all this shit happens.
He was all
to him.
set up and...
He was about to marry his true love, of course, and then he gets
Kinda like
imprisoned. Of
coming
course,
at
she
you.
thinks he's dead, and blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
You know. But,
freaking epic. One of the best movies I've seen.
very well done.
And there's swashbuckling.
Yes.
Ooh.
And fencing. Which, by the way, I found out in Virginia Beach there's a fencing club.
Yeah.
Which I might think about
You gonna
joining.
do it?
Yeah.
Gotta get your mustache
Even
back.
though I shaved my mustache off. No, I think I'm going to keep it.
You gotta get the little triangle here.
Yeah, the soul patch,
Yeah.
the little Spanish thing. I want to learn to fence. It's so awesome. And I want
I
Jan
know how to
learn
build
too,
fence.
so that we can fence together.
That'd be cool. Y'all can just sit in the
I
apartment.
know, and we could like settle.
And you
anytime
could
we
have
had
the-
an argument.
the-
I
The
know.
outfits are white. I don't
So
know if I
you
can-
can get the red heart.
I need a black outfit.
We could have one custom made.
Actually, no. They have black and they have like a crimson color as
Yeah,
well.
now if we did kendo, the Japanese one, then
Yeah.
that's always in black.
Yeah.
But and they have those cool like shutters. On
But I think you got a good idea. It's like you're like, what do you want tonight? You'd be like, I don't know. I want Denny's, and you're like, no, I want whatever. You're like, I challenge you to a duel.
We can settle this in a civilized manner. Yeah. The first to draw blood.
Yes.
Which was
that would
what
be
it was
awesome.
for.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe we should take fencing lessons. We should get everybody to take.
And then anytime there's like, what do you want to talk
Maybe
about
you
tonight?
don't like
Yeah.
Tales from the Crypt.
I know.
You.
You slap me with the glove, and then
That's it. It's better than Pistols at Dawn.
I know.
Yeah.
But we
Because
could
can't
do
get
it.
up that
We
early.
could do it in 3D, and then
Yeah.
just be like, and then people could put wager. Who's going to win this one, Paul
Ooh,
or Jason?
yeah.
We could have just a whole separate.
And normally I go for things like, Aikido or something like
Yeah.
that, Eastern and Japanese, but I was like, fencing. Yeah.
But we couldn't keep the suits white.
No.
There's no way. There's no way in hell that I could keep that thing white.
No. It would be fucking stained with
I
French fries.
I wouldn't even put it
grease.
on, but I would carry it there, go in the bathroom, change, and come back out and have people like, all just dirty shit.
But this place, apparently, you can, use their stuff and borrow for a while and try.
That somebody else has been wearing
Yeah.
that has their sweaty ass in it.
Whatever. I'm not going to go out and buy a whole bunch of gear without.
But you could sit around the house in it.
I would try and drive.
They'd be
with
like,
that,
you got cat hair on
mesh.
it.
That's the other thing. Yeah, I would have black cat hair all over.
They'd be like, sir, I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
You'd be like, I'm Wolfman.
That's right.
Fight me.
It would be so awesome. And then I could carry a cane that had a wolf head and I had a button now. Or an umbrella.
Oh, you
like
could
in
do that.
Avengers or something.
I bet Rob Floyd has a cane with a wolf head.
No, he has the ball with the what is inside? I forget what's inside of it.
That's what. No, he likes wolves. He has a
I
wolf
know.
ring, and he has.
Yeah, I guess so.
What?
Nothing.
I don't know, but he does have one. I don't know if there's a sword in it though.
No.
But there's a ball.
We should ask him.
We should.
Actually, did he have it with him when y'all interviewed him?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had it with him when I went to the cult cinema thing. He has it with him. He's
I wonder if
Wolfman.
they sell that cane.
If he would sell it?
No, if they sell the one from the movie.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, I'm sure they probably would.
The head
That.
part they can like put on a cane.
Oh, yeah. Well, I know Alchemy used to sell different ones. They had like the cane with the talon and then cane with like a dragon head and the regular.
Which, if I got a cane, I don't know what kind I would get.
A walking stick. Yeah, I don't know.
There's only one that I've seen, but I wouldn't buy it for myself. But I thought it was fascinating. It looked like skeleton bones from an arm or a leg or something, and at the top of it was a skeleton hand like this, and you put your hands in there. And
So you're like holding.
You're kind of holding hands with the skeleton.
that's
It looked cool. It looked really detailed,
Wow.
man, but I wouldn't buy it.
I would when I was older, and I finally grew my mustache.
But I think there could be something better there you could get. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like
I'd like a
you go to the head shops for whatever reason, and they have all those dragon sculptures and stuff. And you look at them because you're like, that's pretty detailed, but hey, it's not going in my house.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I'm looking at some right now.
Oh yeah,
It's a
Woo,
fucking
busted.
It's like a wizard holding up a staff with a little crystal, and there's a dragon.
Yeah.
And some topless chick riding the dragon, and you can slip your Zippo in it. It acts as a lighter, and the staff you can put your incense in.
Somebody's been thinking about one for a lot.
Someone's been in fantasy a few times and seen all of the incense burners they have that are like
I've never
two
been in that place.
skeletons doing 69, and it's some of the tackiest stuff. But
Some of that
it's really
shit.
detailed.
There are some that are really, really detailed. It's like you go into that place at the mall, the Asian store that has all the, and they have crazy shit like those massive knives and stuff, and you're like, that's pretty detailed.
If
That's
I
pretty.
ever had to battle a Klingon,
That's
I would
the
totally
knife.
use this now.
But there's no way in hell my money's gonna be laid down for that.
But see, that's the difference between you and the clientele.
It's funny when I remember when I worked at the Engraver. The last Christmas I worked there, it was when
Oh, and the guy that ran that was a douchebag.
Yeah, he sucks balls.
So go fuck yourself, Doug.
Dude.
What's his name?
I think there's a little bit of pent-up aggression here.
No, but one of the
Still beating your wife?
Oh, got a message from Hassan. Oh.
One of the Lord of the Rings movies had come out. I can't remember which one. And we sold all those damn replica swords. And it was crazy how many people bought that shit.
Yeah.
Well, right now what's big in those stores is the Zelda swords.
Oh man, you can go on because I'm always looking for different instruments and stuff. You can buy specific Legend of Zelda ocarinas. That ocarina is like the little clay flute I have that has you put up. It's like a circle. Well, they have those. Because I think the Legend of Zelda was called something like the Magic Ocarina or something.
Well, there's a game, and then plus you have one in there. And Hassan just
and it's all the notes are set up so you can play the theme. So,
oh, really?
Yeah.
That's lame. Hassan just texted me, told me to give him a call. He said, "Sorry, you missed the call." So we're gonna finish that part so you can tell his story. He's not gonna answer. I'm gonna have to. This is just the theme of our show. We'll just call people.
Mm-hmm.
We should really just call people.
Hello?
Tonight. Hello, Hassan.
Hey there.
How are you? You were live on the air with Zombie Popcorn.
I am live. Oh my god, I didn't know I was live.
So you have this story.
Paranormal experience?
Yes. Are you guys ready to hear my story?
We are ready.
Yes.
Okay, so today is a really, really exciting day because I have had my first paranormal experience. And today is a very special day because now I don't have doubts anymore. Now I'm like, oh my god, like, it is real, because it happened to me. And the story is really simple. We were at a local restaurant. Me and my friend, she was sitting across me. I was talking on the phone, trying to set up, like, the meeting with my other friend. And as I was talking to her, the empty water glass moved in front of me to the right, like 3 inches to the right. And, like, at that very moment, I wasn't sure if I was, like, leaning against the table and the, table moved, the cup or, like, whatever. So, like, I tried to move the table more with my wrist. Nothing. The cup wouldn't move. The table was, like, sturdy. So, like, I hung up the phone, and cup moves to the right once again. And me and my friend were just like, what the hell, We're looking at the cup moves the third time, moves to the right again, and we're just like, our jaw dropped. It was like, what is going on here? So, she lifts the cup to see if it's, like, wet underneath or something, like, it's completely dry. The table is not greasy. Like, the table is sturdy. So I'm like, well, maybe it's air conditioner, like, the fan that moved it. So I try to blow with the cup, and it's, like, really, like, super heavy plastic cup. Like, nothing. The thing doesn't move. Like, I try to move it, like, slowly with my finger, just to see, like, how heavy the cup is. It's, like, nothing can move the cup. Like, this was, like, just creepy. So, like, but also it felt also good. So it moved 3 times to the right in front of me. And, I don't know, I just lost my words. We just, like, my friend Susan, she just said, I guess we've just had our first paranormal experience. So that's the story. It's insane. It's makes me very, like, I don't know, happy that I was able to experience this and see it with my own eyes.
I think maybe you could use an exorcism, hopefully, from our
future
guest. Yeah.
That's so crazy that you had this
So
ghost.
the glass was not wet underneath, because I know that's happened before. You set it down, it's got,
And it
like,
kinda goes.
the bubble of water kind of thing, and it can slide around. But you say it was
No,
completely
but see,
dry.
Even if this heavy plastic cup had like, wet, like, even if the table was wet, even if like it was like there was like a water residue or something, it's too heavy to be moved in such manner.
Right.
It's like you can't even blow it. It's like one of those plastic cups that are like, it's not necessarily the kind that you get at like fast food restaurant like McDonald's. It's like heavy plastic cup.
Right.
Like hold like lots of ice and like usually like a soft drink. It was impossible. Like, and it happened 3 times. The first time, I was leaning with my right wrist against the table, and the cup was moving like to the right towards me. I was under the impression that like I was like pushing the table, and it wasn't. Like, it was impossible. And when I hung up the phone, it moved again without me, like no hands on the table, and like then it moved again. And it was like, it was insane. I could not believe it. It was insane.
Wow.
That's crazy.
So the only other person we've had on that's had a paranormal experience like that had a shit ton of NyQuil.
Oh, that's true.
Beforehand. But you haven't had any NyQuil.
The only thing that I took was B-complex vitamin this morning.
Was what?
B-complex vitamin.
Oh, nah, that's fine.
Yes.
You're
and
legit,
I had vegetable orzo soup with half of baba ganoush sandwich. So I don't know if any of those things but hey, my friend was a witness too. I don't know what she had. So, it was insane. And I was like, Susan, should we go and ask if other people have experienced this in this restaurant? She's like, no, they're going to think we're crazy.
But I think it's bizarre that this happened the same week that you got me the encyclopedia for ghosts and hauntings.
Wow. What kind of connection do you find between those two things?
What's that?
What kind of connection you find between those two things?
With the
book.
Well, you bought me a book called Ghosts and Hauntings, and then now you have a ghost experience.
Perhaps something has latched on to you.
I know.
Well, yeah, that is very true. And you know what else is weird that's happening to me this week? I have dragonflies following me all over the place, and I don't know why. So
Did Miley tell you about your totem?
yes, she definitely told me. So like, I don't know if it's me or it's just like a matter of weird circumstance, But it is what it is,
It's pretty
So
awesome.
how are you liking your book? Are you enjoying the book?
I actually love that book. I read a bit of it every night. I'm going through the A and Z, and there's some things in there that I didn't really know about. Well, I knew about, but I didn't know the details of it. So
That's awesome. So do you find any new monsters that you never heard of?
well, not that I haven't heard of, but I found out that in North Carolina there is a banshee that lives on one of the lakes on one of the rivers down there. And I'm gonna do some research to see if there's anybody locally that know anything about the banshee, so we can go interview them.
Remember how we were talking about this last night when you came over and you were talking about the banshee?
Yeah.
When you left and we were switching around the channels, Darby O'Gill and the Little People was on. Because we were talking about that scene at the end with the banshee.
Yeah.
And yeah. That's weird.
Very weird.
I mean, or coincidence, but
No, it's
it was
weird,
freaking
man.
Cool. I was like, Darby O'Gill, the Little People. And I didn't know that Sean Connery was in it.
Yeah. Is he really?
Oh,
1959, man. Yeah.
What's that, Hasan?
I'm glad you liked the book. That was my hope, that you would be able to just look up and find something new that you didn't know before.
Well, there's one thing in there that's really fascinating. The word avatar has...
What does it stand for, dear?
Well, it's pretty much what it stands for, the way they did it in James Cameron's movie. It's a host between the deities, kind of a messenger between Earth and the deities, which is... But it goes into great detail, which is pretty awesome. And it's almost like James Cameron says, well, that's the definition. I'm going to make a movie about the definition. So
That's weird. I didn't think of I thought of the word as something super modern, but it seems like it's not so modern.
What's that?
I thought of that word as something super modern,
Yeah.
But it's not, apparently. Like modern, tied to technology. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, he put the twist on there, making the avatar actually be a human, because normally that's not. Usually, the avatar takes the form of an animal or a human, but not of an already living person.
Yes, but the very interesting thing of the movie is that the avatars were created like using technology, but the nature was able to adapt to the technology and make it their own by the end of the movie. You know?
Yeah. And speaking of Avatar 2, they came out with some.
I don't want to spoil the ending, but like the nature accepts this fake created like copy or like I don't know. I don't want to say anything else. Well,
hello.
I'm glad you liked the book.
Yeah.
And I'm glad I was able to share my first paranormal experience live on the air.
I know, it's awesome. If you have any more, you have to let us know so we can get it.
Yes, I do have like weird things happening to me this week, and this was the weirdest. And like, I'm hoping that this is not the first one, and I'm hoping like I'm about to start attracting like even more.
You need to become a demonologist.
We've got some info on some courses you can take.
Don't give me ideas. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for allowing me to be on the air. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Thanks for sharing your story.
No problem. Okay. I will listen to your show.
All right.
Bye.
Have a good night. Bye. We almost sounded professional just then.
Almost.
But yeah. No, that's crazy.
That is weird.
That's weird.
And Hassan's not one of those people that will just make up shit. Just yeah.
Yeah. He seems rather down to earth.
Yeah. He's what the Carney world calls. He's a no shit guy.
Right.
So that's bizarre. See, the only paranormal ghost thing that I ever had experience with is when I was in high school. I was in the National Art Honor Society, and we went on a field trip, and I was big into taking photography, and we broke away from our group and went off on our own. And there's this like abandoned warehouse at a basement, and I was taking photos down the stairs into the basement, and 3 out of the 4 photos that I took has this shape of a person's body just standing there. And, you know, it's the typical white, almost transparent type. No detail to the face, but you can tell it's actually a shape of a body from the side and straight forward.
Did you see it while you were taking the picture?
I didn't see it. It was so. I mean, this is back in the day of the 35 millimeter, you know, film. So there's so many different things. It could be that, you know,
like a light leak and all
yeah,
that
it could be that. But none of the other from the same roll. None of the other photos suffered the same. Just that location at that spot.
Wow.
I think I still have them. Maybe break them out one day. But it's and I know I've always kept it just because it's like, ooh, that's my ghost, but kind of just throwing it aside, never taking it real seriously or anything. Just
we went to the Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum in West Virginia, and I think those guys, the Ghost Hunter group, whatever.
Not one of them. It's
Taps, not Taps.
It's not Taps. It's the other guys. They're all like fit and muscly, with tight shirts.
Well, they were going back there the Halloween.
You were taking photos of them.
Yeah, but they had been there before, and there was some like supposedly kid in this room because they show this footage of a ball moving around the room.
The lady talked about the kid.
Yeah, they'll roll the ball, and you see the footage come back. So we were all excited to go into this room. This motherfucker is so goddamn sloped. You can walk. I was like, this is the most bowed fucking floor in the whole place.
I wonder why.
Yeah. And so they're in the middle, rolling up, going, oh my God, look, it's coming back.
What's funny is that there were people
it's
on
fucking
our tour,
physics, man.
There were people on our tour that were really into the whole paranormal ghost stuff.
Yeah.
And watched that show and whatever, and they would not go into the room because of that.
Yeah. Yeah, it was freaking ridiculous.
And we walked in, I took a bunch of pictures of like the Cain wallpaper and whatever, and I was just like, really? As soon as we walked in, I was like, the floor is freaking sloped.
Yeah, I mean, it was.
Come on.
So, and then our other story is before that, we went to Savannah, Georgia, and we went on one of these ghost tours on the historic city. No one showed up. It was just us.
Oh, wow.
So
roaches.
And the roaches. There's like a mega ton of roaches in that city. You just look down, and they're just there.
At nighttime.
Yeah.
Not during the day, but at night.
Yeah.
Very
So,
gross.
this lady's like telling us, take all these pictures, just, it goes well. It's the most haunted city in the world, blah, blah, blah. So, I'm going through, and I, like, snap a picture, and she looks over, and she's like, there's an orb, there's an orb, there's an orb. And I was like, that's light reflecting off of the handicap parking sign.
Yeah.
And then the other one, she's like, oh, there's an orb. And it was my flash hitting a really close brick.
Yeah.
So it was
So,
white.
yeah.
Yeah. How many
They washed it
orbs
out.
have you seen with 90-degree angles in them?
I'm
I was just
a photographer and have been for like 14 years. And I did film for
and a good one for like a year.
And I did
I would
film
say 6
for
months.
a really long time, and I have never ever
Yeah.
had an orb appear.
And we
in-
went
in
into
any
the
photograph.
Yeah.
New Orleans Westgate Museum of
We've
Death.
been in all kinds
It was
of
supposed to
rundown,
show
creepy
like all these,
places.
it was a really cool museum called the Westgate Museum in New Orleans, and it was solely dedicated to the Angel of Death, and it was by this woman named I can't remember her name.
I wonder if it's still there.
No, because she moved with the flood.
Oh,
And she's in a different part of the state now, but it's not the same. This house was awesome. It was all painted purple and black, and there were like freaking death sculptures and paintings everywhere.
really
And her deal is, she claims that her and the Angel of Death are lovers, and that they've like
The interesting story.
Yeah, that they've spent like countless lives separated.
She's
blah,
written
blah.
a few books.
It's
Nice.
I've got one of them called Our Name is Melancholy. It's a pretty book to look at.
That's about it.
Yeah, the story, I didn't care for it that much. But it is certainly, she's got an interesting story. And we got some great stuff. You know those 4 angels that hang on our walls
Oh,
that
yeah,
are
yeah.
playing the harp?
Yeah.
And we bought those.
Oh,
from
okay.
there. And but it's
It's a
supposed
good
to
gift
be-
shop, is pretty much.
Oh, it was
Oh, yeah, all
fantastic,
kinds
man.
of really cool stuff for sale.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
But we were told, you can see all sorts of shit there. We've got
And we
tons of
took-
pictures.
Yeah, we took pictures inside
Perfectly
there.
crisp.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you know why? Because look at this. In the book
Those
that
who don't
Hassan...
believe.
Yeah. No, the book that Hassan we were talking about that he bought me. Look at... In V, because, it's in the encyclopedia. Look at...
Virginia, the ghost state.
This is the most haunted state in the
Virginia
United States.
is said to be America's most haunted state, and their town of Fredericksburg in Virginia is thought to be one of the most ghost-ridden places in the United States. Now, when I worked on a haunting, we did an episode that took place in Kansas City that officially was known as the most haunted city in the U.S. When we went to Savannah and took our ghost tour, our guide told us Savannah was officially
Well, this is in a book,
the
man.
most haunted
And
city.
New Orleans is officially.
Yeah. And we
Well,
went there,
it talks about it, New Orleans.
and I just watched like some, one of those haunted crap shows that are on the Travel Channel, and it was talking about a house in New York, and New York City is officially the most haunted city in the United States.
Well, they need to get their shit together.
My
I
money
know.
would be on New Orleans.
I don't know.
Out of all of them.
I don't know.
We
have civil wars.
Yeah,
We
the
were-
wars.
we were
What?
At least, we showed up here first.
Well, it depends on if we get that methane bubble in the Gulf of Mexico. We'll probably,
Right.
Because we have 6 months before the end of the world. Did you read that? That's yeah.
The explanation most often offered for this is that many famous people, such as George Washington and James Monroe, I love that they had to put in parentheses president from 1817 to 1825.
Because Americans are going to be reading this. They won't know.
Yeah. my Texas school book doesn't mention anything, but it just starts off with Reagan.
Well, nowadays that's probably true.
Reagan, why? Was he from Texas?
No,
no,
he was
but
just
he's
Republican.
He's
No,
the
we probably
father.
just start off
It starts off with LBJ. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. It was made in 7 days, and then LBJ became president after Kennedy. And he was a great Texan. Okay, so we're supposed to be the most haunted.
Yeah, and it talks about New Orleans thing because New Orleans
Fort
takes that claim.
Monroe, built in 1609.
Oh my God.
Longest manned army posts in America, also believed to be haunted by a number of ghosts, including those of Abraham Lincoln. Why would Abraham Lincoln...
He's pissed.
He's not even from here. He didn't even die here. You'd think he'd be sitting around in a fucking bed, like, near that theater.
No,
because he didn't die in the theater. I mean, he died the next, like, the night of or before morning or something. But I hate that.
What city is it again?
I can't remember.
Was it in? We walked right by the theater. Was it in D.C.? Yeah, the theater
Yeah.
was in D.C.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's still,
that's close to Virginia.
I mean, I guess technically that is. But Edgar Allan Poe.
Yeah.
Baltimore, Virginia.
Yeah, what's the difference, right? I mean, he died in a... Well, he was found face down in a ditch. He died in a
live
home.
here and die there, or the other way around?
There's so many houses. Yeah, he has like houses up down the East Coast.
Yeah, but he's a Baltimore guy. They claim him, but he went to college in Richmond, so we have a museum to him there. And I think
there's a house here. There's a museum, and also in Baltimore the same. There's a house there and a museum.
There's a really cool restaurant too in Baltimore. That's what is it called?
Yeah, I can't remember.
Is it called Nevermore or
something like that, or Annabelle Lee?
Maybe.
I think it's Annabelle Lee, and it's like
Yeah.
a Poe theme. It's really
Very
cool.
cool.
Yeah, it does say in here that the New Orleans is the most haunted city, but I guess we're the most haunted state.
Most haunted state. Yeah.
So interesting. But I hear that about like hotels here. Oh, it's haunted by so and so because he stayed here once.
Well, because it's a tourist thing.
Yeah.
Well, like when we went to.
If I'm gonna haunt somewhere,
where did we go to that haunting? What's the name of that hotel?
The Cavalier.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I get one of them because one of the guys, owners of Coors in the 30s or 40s, fell out of the 6-story window.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Okay, tragic death, sudden, he haunts there. But not like Count Basie liked to play here, and he haunts here because he died in California and took the Trans-Soul flight over to Virginia. Because really, who the fuck is going to come here to haunt? It is so goddamn humid here.
I mean, but I do see that the stage would be the most haunted. I mean, because just down the street we have Witch Dog, which we know the history of that. I mean, there's a lot of trial by water and trial by fire.
Not really. There's one.
No, there was multiple. She was just the only one that survived it.
We have to find out about more of the other people.
And plus, there's the pirate ship Blackbeard. Just in this area alone, there's a shitload of stuff going on.
It's weird, the graveyard.
If you think of the whole state, I mean, it's fairly good sized state. I'm sure.
Well, I mean, we've got Williamsburg, Jamestown, and the Lost Colony
Yeah.
isn't that far in Carolina.
Yeah.
But still.
I mean, I don't know. I definitely want to go talk to some of these people. Especially the
Banshees. No one ever
Banshees.
sees like a ghost that exists before Western civilization got here.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, it's always like
The ghost of a caveman.
yeah. It's never.
Oh,
like,
you're saying okay?
Yeah, it's it's always like
Well, actually,
always
there's-
from the Victorian era, or it goes back to the Middle Ages. A lady in white who walks the castle.
Yeah.
But it's never like some fucking guy with a spear. I mean, people have been around for what? I don't know.
Forever.
60,000 years.
If you're Christian, it's only
it's like 8,000.
No, it's only.
No, the world is 8,000 years
Yeah.
old. If you're yeah.
Well, maybe in this book it will answer some of that.
explain.
Because I mean, there's a lot of stuff in here that I just had no idea.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of.
I didn't realize how angry I was about
No,
all
it's
that.
cool. I mean, I think that anger is good because when we actually go interview people, we can.
I can start yelling.
You
at
go,
them.
what the fuck? Why?
Yeah.
But no, because people. I mean, maybe because of the popularity, but people say that they see Jesus and they're haunted by the spirit of Jesus and stuff. But it's not. I guess it's just not looked upon as the same. It's like you can be visited by Jesus and everybody be like, "Oh, cool! Can I have your autograph?"
Yeah, or you're crazy.
Yeah,
yeah.
But if you say I was visited by the guy that died next door that used to live here or whatever,
right?
It's not the same.
Yeah, by 3 ghosts who taught me how to care and keep the spirit of Christmas in my heart.
Yeah. But then that's all right.
Yeah.
We'll make a movie out of it.
That is the best part about Christmas.
Is the ghost of Christmas?
Yeah. That's since I don't really celebrate Christmas,
whatever. Last year you had the hat and the little twirly elf
we took
shoes.
The pictures and the sweaters together.
We should totally get sweaters.
I know. We've already talked about this.
I know.
I was like, man, we should get bad Christmas sweaters. And Jan's like, no. I'm like, well, maybe we can send out a zombie popcorn.
We could do it.
Christmas card.
We could.
We'll wear really bad sweaters and do the pose. And if I could find some really old 80s glasses that take up a good chunk of my face, and we'll comb our hair over, and
dude,
it'll be so awesome.
It's on.
Yeah.
We have. Maybe we can find some really good Halloween sweaters because Halloween's coming up.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Or just get the Freddy Krueger.
Yeah.
But it is 9:00. We're gonna sit and talk about Christmas all night. Our listeners are like, "What the fuck?"
This shit goes all over the
place. It really does.
These people are fucking crazy.
But before we head out, I want to end on this video real quick, and then we'll call it a night. Thanks for listening to Zombie Popcorn Radio. Been great having you.
Have a good night.
Have a good night.
Hey, Vincent, I really thank you for coming on the show tonight, and so do all the Muppet Monsters.
Well, thank you, Kermit. I never met a monster I didn't like.
I can believe it. Hey, can I ask you a question?
Yes, of course.
Well, in all the scary movies you've done through the years, well, you're always turning into a vampire. Well, how do you do that? How do you do that? That is so scary.
Well, Kermit, if you will forgive the immodesty, that is perhaps the epitome of the actor's craft. You see, it takes tremendous concentration, years of physical and emotional training, and enormous mental exertion. Do you understand?
Oh, sure.
Oh, well, some people learn faster than others.